You come home from a long, stressful day, sit down on the couch, and your dog walks over, heavily dropping its head onto your lap. This moment is usually cataloged as simple affection, a dog seeking a scratch behind the ears or a bit of emotional proximity. Beneath that leaning weight is a specific physical sequence designed to alter your internal chemistry. The dog is using its body mass to create a direct link with your autonomic nervous system. They have detected a spike in your stress markers and are using their own physiology to stabilize yours. Clinicians call this deep pressure therapy. By applying firm, distributed weight across the body, it triggers an involuntary calming reflex, an effect dogs utilize instinctively. This diagram outlines the specific targets. Dogs consistently focus on two zones, the upper chest and the lower legs or feet. By placing weight directly over the cardiovascular network and lungs, the dog can physically press against the central hubs of your nervous system. At the feet, the strategy relies on grounding. These areas are dense with pressure receptors that send immediate calming signals up the spinal cord the moment the dog leans in. When a dog circles and adjusts before settling down, they are finding the exact coordinates where your body is most receptive to that pressure. The geometry of this contact changes based on the dog's proportions. Large breeds use their height to perform a full-body lean against a human leg, using their massive frame to maximize the surface area. Smaller dogs compensate for their lack of mass by concentrating their entire weight onto a single precise target, most often the center of the chest. Despite the different physical approaches, the goal remains the same, creating a physical anchor that allows them to begin regulating your heart rate. Canine evolution has effectively turned these animals into biological weight distribution tools, calibrated specifically for human anatomy. Once the dog has established this contact, they activate a biological metronome. A resting dog breathes with a slow, heavy rhythm. This acts as an external pacing guide that your own body begins to mirror. Look at these two respiratory rates. The top line shows the erratic breathing of a stressed human. Through physical contact, the human's lungs begin to sync with the dog's steady rhythm, shown on the bottom line, until the two frequencies align. As breathing slows, the heart rate follows. This chart shows the heart rate monitor dipping from a high-stress peak down into a calm, steady rhythm. This drop in heart rate triggers a chemical shift. Cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, plummets as the nervous system moves out of its fight-or-flight state. This is a continuous, closed-loop feedback system. The dog is physically pulling you out of a stress state, breath by breath. When you feel your dog lean against you, you are feeling more than a gesture of closeness. You are witnessing a real-time synchronization of two distinct species' nervous systems. These animals are biologically equipped to act as our personal, proactive stress regulators. The bond we share with dogs is built on a deep physiological interdependence that has been refined over thousands of years. Recognizing these canine instincts changes how we see the animals in our homes. Subscribe to the channel to investigate more of the biological mechanics hidden in everyday life.